is a presentation of Real Wise Productions and Comey Media Incorporated. No sweet love for Anita Baker and Babyface? Next on Mentality. Welcome to another installment of Mentality, the place where iron sharpens iron in the areas of love, health, mental health, wealth, and brotherhood, all from a man's perspective. I am one half of the show, the co-host of this program, Cole Johnson, and I'm joined as always by the other half of this show, the other co-host of this program, one Mr. Wise El Jefe. How you doing, man? Love the background too.
I'm doing well, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I am doing well.
Now, normally we do 3 stories, but we're only going to focus on one. And which one do you ask? Well, we are slowly getting to the bottom of the Anita Baker Babyface fiasco / controversy. Because you see, Anita Baker is trying to ask Babyface to call off the dog, so to speak. So she's asking Babyface to call off his fans who claim that she uh, is being bullied and threatened by them. So the R&B songstress, the songwriter producer, said that she has been threatened as a result of Babyface not performing during a show last month. Actually, not quite in, but near Wise's neck of the woods in Newark, New Jersey. So, Anita goes on Twitter. She basically says that, look, as you can see, some of his fans are not accepting the reality that he is contracted as special guest and support from my tour. Some even want to hurt me. She also went on to basically dispel rumors that there is a rift between the two of them, saying that there was an issue back in the 2000s, but the two of them straightened it out and everything is good. And they basically bonded in terms of unity. Now, Babyface, in talking about that performance last month, that where he and his band didn't go on stage, but Anita's did throughout her whole set, he explained that there was a technical difficulty snafu. But Babyface is saying, look, I wish Anita all the best. And basically, he has washed his hands of it. He doesn't really want to deal with the drama, which I really don't blame him. So I all started by asking this question. Why is this even an issue?
Because people are stupid. Because people are stupid. Like, so, all right, I get it. You're fans. I understand you wanted to see Babyface. I get it. I'm a big Baby fan. I'm a big Babyface fan.
Same.
And I'm a big Anita Baker fan.
Same. Mm-hmm.
But some of y'all fools are just like, what is wrong with y'all? If he didn't perform, ask for a refund. Like, yo, I came to see Babyface. I didn't get Babyface. Can I get my money back? That's what you do. You don't go and threaten Anita Baker. And that's the problem with social. That's one of the negatives of social media. Like,
Mm.
it gives people something to hide behind of. They can say whatever they want and then hide behind their Twitter account or their Instagram account, and it's these are just cowards who don't have nothing better to do with their lives. So Babyface, he understood. It's a business. He understood. Hey, listen, but you fans messed it up even more now with this stupidness that you're doing. Like, seriously, threatening. How old is Anita Baker? Like 70?
Not quite. She's 65. And Babyface is not much younger. He's 64.
Like, so your fans are old. So you old.
That's what throws me off.
Because and I don't understand how even some of his fans know how to tweet.
That's what throws me off. I'm thinking, how
many 50, 60-year-old people you know how to tweet, man? Come on.
Look,
It's just stupidness, man. It's just stupid. And it's funny because the name of the tour is funny to me. That it's called it's very feminine, the tour name. But yet it's Babyface is a guest appearance. Yeah. Like he's a guest co-star or whatever.
He's sort of like a special guest. Yeah.
Yes.
But that is what threw me off. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I would somewhat get it, although I would still side eye it if it was like Taylor Swift or Beyonce. No, I'll go Beyonce. If it was Beyonce, I would still side eye it. But I'm like,
but we all know how the Beehive is. They crazy.
Yeah, they are. They are.
We ain't gonna. Let's not talk about them. Like, I don't want to get.
No, we will get canceled.
We need to chill. We can't talk about
that. I can even understand if it's Taylor Swift because she's a little younger.
And her fans are vicious too.
No, her fans are very vicious. But I'm saying to myself, we're talking about two artists,
Babyface here,
that are right at senior citizen retirement age.
Yes. So Babyface fans, I don't know. Seriously, like that's what I'm saying. How old are these people that are tweeting these messages, that are sending, like, y'all have nothing better to do? Like, can't y'all play with your grandchildren or something? Like, isn't there something else for you to do but harass Anita Baker because you didn't get to see Babyface in Newark, New Jersey? You ain't missed nothing. It's Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, Lord. I mean, I know Newark is just a little bit to the east of you, but
it's actually to the south of me.
You're further north. Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm northeast Pennsylvania. Yes,
I know. Okay, I figured you was in northeast Pennsylvania, but I thought you were like right along I-80. That's what I thought.
No. Well, yeah. I am. But
okay,
I-80 is really big, so yeah, we're like on the tail end of it. Yeah.
Gotcha. You're not missing anything. It's in Newark, New Jersey. Poor Brick City. But all right, so imagine if you were Kenny or Babyface. Imagine if you're Babyface. How would you speak to his fan base in coming after Anita Baker's neck?
How, if I was Babyface?
If you were Babyface, yes.
I don't know. I don't. It's to me, it's crazy. He handled it with class. He wished her the best in the tour. He didn't rile. It's not like he's the one who riled them up. Like, if I was him, I'd be like, listen, fans, I appreciate the support, but you guys really need to lay off Anita Baker. It's nothing personal. It happens. Things happen. I will make, if that's the case, I'll make a special show for my fans that didn't get to see me in Newark, New Jersey. But I'm not going back to Newark, New Jersey. We're gonna find someplace else to do it. Would you go across into Manhattan or something? I give you some tickets. Yeah.
I was about to say, would you prefer? I know you would probably prefer Manhattan, but I was like, would you prefer they would just travel south and basically play at East Rutherford? I mean,
maybe.
Oh my! All right. So, do you think Anita was right or wrong in kicking Babyface off the tour?
I don't know, man, because I'm sure it must have been some serious. Like how serious was the stuff that they said to her? Like they said they want to slap her. They're like, "Yo, we're gonna slap that wig off you." What? I don't know. Like I don't know what exactly was said.
Oh Lord.
And was it women? And was it women that threatened her? Because I'm sure there was. I think it was a lot of women are haters.
I was gonna say, do you?
Women are haters.
Yeah.
Women are real serious haters. So I could see one of Babyface women fans being the ones doing the harassing.
I was about to say. Now we both are fans of Babyface. Do you think we would want to go after Anita Baker like that?
No. It's definitely a lady. It's the people who send them is definitely a woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm almost like 99.99999% that it's got to be a woman that is harassing her because they didn't get to see Babyface. Because no regular dude, unless they that way. But other than that, I don't see anyone threatening Baby. Like threatening, I couldn't see why. Like
I don't either.
Were they in their walker tweeting like some of these people got to be older.
I'm gonna roll by and kill you in a wheelchair. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh gosh. That is hilarious. So in the article where I read, Stephanie Mills was saying that she wasn't really liking how the fans were in response to Anita, and she of course felt compassion for Babyface being kicked off the tour, and she actually said, "Look, Babyface, why don't we tour together?" So, if Babyface performed with Stephanie Mills, would you go see that performance?
Yeah, why not? But see, Stephanie Mills ain't stupid. She's like, oh, she ain't stupid. She's like, oh, this time, this gives me a shot. Yo, Babyface, we could go, we could do some tours. She ain't stupid. She know that bread, that touring money is where it's at.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I want to go on tour with Babyface?
We're just getting started. Mentality will return.
This is all docked up.
Chris, listen, I gotta go to work, Jay. I cannot take a shot every time we say enemies. Very jealous. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. BJ.
So he flies her out. She says, "Thank you. That was very kind of you." Like, Pernilla's not starstruck. She was like, "Yeah, you oughta if you want me to come." I wasn't gonna foot the bill.
Heroes.
He literally threatened her. His message says, "I see you blocking me on WhatsApp. I don't know why, but this is not gonna turn out good for you. Because I blocked you on WhatsApp? You threatened me and my mama?"
You have to learn to live with yourself. before you can make a commitment of yourself to someone else.
When you go to something that's already structured, like the church, I don't need to go in there thinking I'm the pastor. It's like already one set up. You know what I'm saying?
It just had everything. But I learned, you know what I'm saying? Everything I did, I learned from.
So we look forward to seeing you same time, same place. Know that we love you, God loves you more. Continue to stay safe, do the right thing, stay out of trouble.
Conversation that informs a community. Brothers of Legacy. Every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Welcome back to Mentality, where men are men, and that is a good thing. With Wize and Jefe, I'm Cole Johnson, and we saw tragedy strike a comedian 2 weeks ago. Last week, he performed a riveting eulogy, but unfortunately, there is a hater in the house. What do I mean? Well, welcome to Celebrity Style. DC Young Fly, the comedian that you see mostly on Wild 'N Out, and also 1/3 of the 85 South podcast crew, along with Carlos Miller and Chico Bean. He suffered a huge tragedy by his long-term girlfriend and baby mama, Jacky O, dying. There was somebody waiting in the wings to clap. And I don't mean clap as in applause. I mean clap as in talk trash. And that person, Azalea Banks. Yes, the hip-hop star who got a chance to spend a little time 5 years back on Wild 'N Out, and DC Young Fly came after her neck like he does everybody on that show. She took to the mic and just eviscerated DC Young Fly, not in the way the game was flowing, but just a stream of consciousness, straight raw poison and venom. So we thought all of this was done. All this was dropped, right? No. Upon hearing the news of Jacky O's death, Azalea Banks took to social media and posted the following. Quote, "Darn, DC Young Fly spent years disguising his own deeply rooted hatred of self as jokes pointed at women's beauty, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness onto women perfectly secure in their own skin. Because in the end, I won. I'm happy I cried. I moved on. That Jacky O girl must have been so deeply insecure about herself, and the nerve of DC to call such a gorgeous woman as Azalea Banks ugly on national television. Close quote. But she wasn't done. She went onward and dug it even further. Quote, dead at 32, exactly on my 32nd birthday, May 31st, 2023 in Miami, Florida. That will teach people they will learn not to mess with me. The thorn in my side is finally out. Close quote. Why isn't this woman healed from a 5-year-old joke?
I know who Azalea Banks is, but I really don't know who she is. Like, she to me isn't someone I'm caring about. She to me is irrelevant to me, but she some people are just petty like that. Some people just do it for the click. She's doing it for the clickbait. She's saying those things for the clickbait. She wants people to click on what. That's the only way I could look at it.
Goodness gracious, but at a moment when someone is grieving, jeez, man. That's I mean, that I understand enemies, but that's low. That's just low. Well, look, I mean, she's 32 now.
But
Where's
like enemy? It's not like after that. It's not like after that. DC's Young Fly just kept dissing her, and dissing her. And
no?
okay, so it wasn't really beef. So
Mm-mm.
she's holding a grudge for 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So how petty are you to be holding a grudge for 5 years, and then you attack when someone dies? Not like he falls and trips and busts his lip.
Mm-hmm.
He loses his wife, his baby mama. His kids lost their mother.
His kids lost him.
No matter how much you hate him,
Yeah.
do you hate his kids too? That you wish this upon his kids? People got to realize that your feelings. Like seriously, like this, it wasn't that serious.
Mm.
If his words really affected you, then you have much more deep rooted issues than that.
How can someone gloat about another person dying?
Again, this is her trying to garner attention, trying to look at me, look what I said. I'm Azalea Banks. I could care less. You haven't done anything relevant to me. Like your music isn't that fire.
You at least listen to it.
Honestly, I don't really. I couldn't even tell you an Azalea Banks song.
I know I can't. The only way I've known her was her Wild 'N Out appearance and this petty stuff.
I've heard her name because she's been in beef with other artists,
other people. Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah,
like so she don't. To me, again, she's petty. It's her trying to garner attention for herself. It's just the wrong way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make yourself relevant, go out there and do something purposeful, do something relevant, not bash on someone while they're dead.
Yeah, kicking a person while they're down is not cool. I don't care who you are. But I'm thinking, so she's 32. Where's the growth from her Wild 'N Out appearance from 2018 to now? Because I see none. Right.
Ain't no growth. There ain't no growth.
You got 3 children under the age of 5, and you went after their mother. But you didn't care about that.
Nope.
You didn't care about that. It was like, I wanted to have the last word, and acting as though they were on a domino table, and you slammed the bones down because you scored a big 15 or 20 or 25 in the game. That's the energy that she was putting forth with the social media examples of statement. And I'm thinking, no.
Listen,
no.
Everybody knows that I go and I do my Boston rant, but it's out of fun. This here is pure malice. It's just pure malice. You don't. I don't like when I do my rant on Boston. I don't wish any of them death. Some of them are already dead anyway. But I don't. This is how do you celebrate someone's death? And not in a good way.
Yeah, not commemorating the person.
Yeah, and more attacking them, and it's just ridiculous, man. Yeah.
So seeing that pettiness and basically that poison that Azalea Banks put forth, that seemingly she has held in her heart for 5 years, what words of encouragement do you have for DC Young Fly and his 2 daughters and son?
Oh man, it's don't let no one tell you how to grieve. I'm saying grieve how you're gonna grieve. Don't no one knows what you're going through. Only you truly know what you're going through. Like I said, nobody's walked in your shoes. They don't know how you're feeling. And don't let anybody tell you how they feel. Just grieve the way you feel you need to grieve. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. It's your way. It's how you grieve with it, it's how you're gonna deal with it. And if you feel you need to talk to somebody, hopefully you have that support system where you can speak to someone to when you're at that point where it's just everything seems like it's lost. But just grieve how you're gonna grieve, brother.
Mentality will be back in 2 and 2. This is a BS3 Network presentation.
It's your girl, Stacey Rose.
Are you looking for a show with riveting interviews, important community information from a vibrant and grounded host? STK Productions presents The Intro Kit.
Put God first and ask questions later. Let's get it popping. I wanted to give people a platform where they can express themselves and talk about their business and their endeavors in a very safe space.
Content and entertainment just for you. The Intro Kit.
Friday Eve.
Or Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central. What's on E. Dicker's mind?
A and B, I'm going to see my way out of it. Because why? I don't care. I have a message for people who do nothing but complain about black people. We can't change who we are. You called the cops on me. I think that every time you call the cop on someone on a false accusation, your need to be a little bit punished.
BS3 Network proudly presents a man with a lot to say and is unabashed to say it. What's on E. Dicker's mind? Sundays at 7:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome back to Mentality, where it is the ultimate masculine safe space. With Wize and Cole, I am Cole Johnson, and we're going to have a little fun. Yes, we are actually going to comb a little bit the GOP presidential candidates, and I think you have an understanding as to why this is politically speaking. Now, last week, we understood and ascertained that Donald Trump was officially indicted for holding presidential documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. So, of course, with that indictment comes a lot of rhetoric and vitriol thrown in his direction. I'm not talking about those who are anti-MAGA. I'm not talking about those in the media that go against him. No, I am talking about his fellow GOP presidential candidate opponents. I'll talk about the old ones. You know, there's Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida. There's Nikki Haley, the former governor of South Carolina. We'll touch on a couple of other former governors too here, but I want to start with the current Miami mayor, Francis Suarez. Now, he officially launched his presidential campaign Thursday, pitching himself to voters as a candidate focused on solutions, not divisiveness, and claiming that America's so-called leaders confuse being loud with actually leading. So I will say this I'll ask this of you and to you. What in the world can Francis Suarez do in this crowded field?
Who?
Thank you. Thank you.
Who? He's not even the biggest. Like, he's not even a big name in his own state. The Miami mayor. Please, man. Oh my God. I don't know. I didn't even know who he was until you said. Like, had you just said his name out without telling me who he was, I don't know who he was.
Not you couldn't pick him out in the lineup.
I couldn't pick him, bro. I couldn't pick him out of anything. Like if we was on a grocery line, I couldn't pick less than I don't know who this dude is. I didn't even know he existed until you mentioned. Like I didn't even know he ran. I didn't even know he put his head in the race. That's how insignificant he is to me. Like I don't know who he is. It's not like I'm a GOP, but still. I still don't. No. I don't know who he is. I never heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he Cuban?
And now that I have to dig. I don't know.
Is he Cuban descent?
That's part of the reason why I just picked him out because I think he might be, but I'm not sure.
That's a big thing. That's one of the big things in South Florida is the
Cuban population.
They're really Republican right now. They're really Republican right now, and they just ruined Florida. But anyway, that's another subject.
Oh gosh, the Cubans ruined Florida. Oh yes, his parents are both Cuban immigrants.
So he is Cuban descent.
Yes, he is a son of Cuban immigrants. Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't care. You go back and have himself a little cup of Cuban coffee and be all right.
All right, so a newbie out of the way. Of course, we talked about Tim Scott, and he may stand even maybe a slightly better chance than Francis Suarez would. But one that actually might pull some sway, I highly doubt it though, is former Vice President and former Governor of Indiana, Mike Pence. Now, he is promoting also his forthcoming book, Go Home for Dinner, advice on how faith makes family and family makes a life. Now,
take your own advice. Hold on, let me stop you right there. Take your own advice, follow your book, and just go home for dinner. That's it. That's just and stay home in Indiana. Don't run. Just save yourself the time. Because, bruh, they do not like you. Your own party doesn't like you. Your own party doesn't like you. Traitor. Yeah, they think you're a traitor. I don't agree with that because the people whoever did January 6th, those are the traitors. But anyway, that's something else. Mr. Pence, stay home. Go home. Just go home. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your family. Just go home. Just stop. Just don't do it to yourself. This is my advice to you. I am trying to save you grief, headaches, everything. You don't want this, Mr. Pence. You don't. I'm looking out for your best interest. Let Ron DeSantis have this, or Chris Christie, whoever it is. But you have no shot. So just don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
Now it's funny
I usually encourage people. I usually encourage people to go live their dreams and go after those. But no, not you, buddy. Do not do it. Do not do it. Stop. Don't think about it. Just go home again. Follow your own advice. Go home for dinner and stay your home.
Turn our attention to another former governor, this one of New Jersey, and Chris Christie. Now, of course, he's been one of Donald Trump's favorite punching bags, but he decided to attack back. And of course, Trump has attacked Christie on his figure. That's the best way of putting it.
Fat. Let's say it correctly. he is fat. We know Chris Christie has not missed many meals.
Where can Christie gain ground, if he can at all?
What? Gain ground what, in the race?
Yes.
Listen, first of all, he's known for Bridgegate.
Man. It's been a minute. I've heard that. Yeah, it's been a minute. I've heard that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man. And now he wants to attack a child that we had a child who would elect the child. Well, your party did. Your party, like the first time when they elected this child into office. Now, because you're running, and President Orange is on the ropes because the federal government is trying to get him. They working. They pressing charges all over the place. He's getting indicted everywhere. But
yep, New York and Florida. Yeah.
So and it's crazy that he still hasn't taken his name out of the race because he feels
no.
Listen, no. Y'all opened Pandora's box when y'all allowed him into your party.
Wide.
So now you have to live with this monster. Hey, but that's your problem.
Later, we will have Thoughts from the Throne. This is Mentality. What do you get when you watch or listen to the Life Happens podcast? Well, I'll let them tell you.
Kim and I are both ministers of the gospel, and what Life Happens podcast is a beautiful balance by simply taking our spirituality with real life and merging it together to create a beautiful balance. And that's what we do.
BS3 Network proudly presents Life Happens podcast, where Christianity and life intersect. Live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. Are you looking for something to do on your lunch break? Well, there's a show on the BS3 Network that has only 4 words to say to you.
We ready, we ready, we ready for y'all. We ready, we ready, we ready for y'all.
The Lunch Break with AJ, powered by JM&E. Live weekdays at noon Central. Welcome back to Mentality, where this is a show created for all men, with Wize and Cole Johnson. And now we get to talk about a clown. And what type of clown am I talking about? Well, we're going to introduce this clown, Wize and I, to the learning tree. Antonio Clown. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not Cole Sports. I'm sorry. Antonio Brown. He has now once again made the news. Why has he? Is because under his ownership, a whole professional football team has flamed out. Last week, the National Arena League unanimously terminated the membership of the Albany Empire, the team that Brown owns, over a failure to pay mandatory assessments that had become overdue. Now, the league announced that the league announced that decision, which was made during an emergency conference call with members in tow and in good standing. Brown has also been fined $1,000 for conduct detrimental to the league for public comments he's made, and he has failed to pay the NAL. Now, according to release, the league's teams are required to pay 1/7 of the league's operating budget through a series of monthly assessments that began in April. Now, the team, which was coming off of a defending championship year, now has a record of 1-6, with 5 head coaches in the same year being fired, amongst much, much more turmoil by this gentleman. I will start by asking you this. Why did Antonio Brown even want to become an owner of a professional franchise?
Why does Antonio Brown does anything that he does? Like, anything he does doesn't make sense, man. You go and you purchase this franchise, and in 3 months, you get the whole entire franchise kicked out of the league. The whole entire franchise. They just like voted and kicked them out. Why? Because this dude, in the 3 months he was the owner, he's fired the head coach 5 times. 5 times. And the crazy thing is, this is the defending NAL champs.
Yeah. That's what makes it even more ridiculous.
And listen, I used to live in the capital region, and I know how back in the day they used to support their Firebirds, and I can imagine it's probably the same kind of support for the Albany Empire. But now, this region won't have a team. This is like one of the only pro teams that they have. A lot of other things is college sports, like Siena, Albany U. Right. You know what I'm saying they don't really have a pro team.
Right.
So for this to happen and the thing is, his dad spent many years as an Albany Firebird, one of the greatest Albany Firebirds ever. And yet, this is what you do with the. This is how you repay the community, and just one of the richest owners in the league can't pay a maintenance fee of $1,000 a month, and a fine that he accumulated because of the stuff he started saying.
Yeah,
he is a narcissist. He is a narcissist. It's all about him. It doesn't matter who gets hurt. It doesn't matter who loses their job. It doesn't matter as long as the press is on him. Like, there's no bad press, not good press, bad. It don't matter to him.
Yeah.
As press is press.
All press is good to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
this is what upsets me about Antonio Brown. I years ago on Cole Sports, I started calling him Antonio Clown on purpose.
Yes.
And then I thought when he would get with the Patriots, everything would be fine and that he wouldn't resort to being such a clown. But that, of course, continued. And it looks like he has slipped into getting more and more and more of one. And I don't get how people can think that this guy could operate in forming a concise thought, because he seems to do ridiculous things that lead to calamitous and catastrophic disasters, such as the Albany Empire being ousted from the NAL. A team being ousted from a league, all because no one doesn't want to pay basically maintenance fees.
Yeah. And it's not like the salary of these players is outrageous.
No,
these players, they're just trying to resurrect their career. They're trying to keep their career alive with the hopes of being called to the NFL or one of these summer leagues or somewhere where they can continue their career. But now you have a whole team now on free agency. The whole squad is now free agents.
Yeah,
because their owner couldn't be responsible enough to worry about everyone else and not on him, not just himself. So now these players got to scatter and find employment now, probably on teams that probably have rosters already full.
Which that's not going to be easy to do. And what makes this even worse, this is a guy who you would think would understand that. He played in the NFL. He wasn't considered the man from college. So he got a chance to grind his way into the league. And you would think that he, of all people, would understand how precious that is to these players, but it's like he doesn't even think like that.
Nope, not at all.
I swear, he troubles me. So do you think the National Arena League should have taken such drastic measures?
I think they should have ousted him out as owner and paid him back whatever money he paid, paid him back his money, and taking control of the team and ran the team. The league should have taken control and ran the team until you can find a suitable owner to replace this clown. Because again, now not only are players not working, people that work the concession stands during games, work the tickets, now you're causing people their jobs. Now events that they were scheduled to work no longer are there. They got to hope to fill those spots that there's no events now that these games are no longer there. It's sad, man. It's a sad day in sports. And then the crazy thing is he's a man of color, and you don't get many opportunities to own a sports franchise. I don't care if it's the NAL or the NFL. You had an opportunity to run a franchise.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
And ran it through the ground.
Ran it completely into the ground. And he did it in 3 months' time.
3 months. 3 months.
That's what I find amazing. He did this in 3 months.
So when he got harassed at that time on the arena floor, I think that security guard knew that this man was in trouble. That this man was just gonna ruin everything for everyone. And he was right. I guess he was right. He should have ran him out of Albany. You know his history. You know this wasn't going to end well. It wasn't a surprise to us. This was no surprise to us. We just the circus events that's been going on in the last few months prior to them getting kicked out of the league.
Mm-hmm.
It was signs enough. Like 5 different head coaches. And then he would hire the same guy over like twice. Again, I feel sorry for the people of Albany. That's who I feel sorry for.
Yeah. To that end.
For the people in the capital region, man. That's who's paying the price because of his stupidity.
Yeah, to that end.
So, Antonio Brown, you know what that means?
Oh, Lord.
You are a nominee for Moron of the Year. Yes, you are. You have made it. You have made it to the pinnacle. You have made it to Moron of the Year because of your stupid actions.
Not the pinnacle.
Yes.
He said he made it to the pinnacle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he has a chance to be the Moron of the Year. Not every day that you get that title.
And now, thoughts from the throne.
All right, so, oh man, it's been a wonderful week.
Good.
I had actually had a couple of great interviews this past week. Was a part of AppSumo. Got some great news as well as far as hosting an event coming in September. It's just so many things that are falling into place, and I just want to take this time and say thank you to everybody out there that supports us here on Mentality and supports us on all our other platforms, because without you guys, we really wouldn't know how good we are. And you guys let us know, and we greatly appreciate that. And it's just gonna get better, man. It's just getting better every episode. We're getting better. Every episode is straight fire. And I give that all to, I'll give credit all to the man in the booth, man. My brother Cole. He's really killing it. And I'm just blessed to be able to be part of this ride. So everybody, once again, appreciate for all the support. We love you guys for everything. Mentality is doing well on Real Wise TV as well as Comey Media. It's just growing and flourishing, and I'm excited for what the future holds. So those are my thoughts from the throne.
We sink, we swim, we rise, we fall. We meet our fate together. You know, I'm going through a situation where I'm feeling that ending. But I'm so glad that Wize mentioned what he did, because I'm understanding that my rise is continuing, and it may be through my physical hands and my brain and my heart. Yeah. But we do this to touch people's lives, and to know that whatever content that I do touches you makes me feel better. I won't go into what I'm going through, because I am having a heavy heart when I say this at this moment. But it is due to the love of my man Snowman, the love of many friends in the BS3 network, the love of the Snowman crew. And it definitely is because of the love of my broadcast partner on this show, Wize, that I'm able to do the thing that I do to make you all proud of us, proud of me individually, and proud of us collectively. And I really would not want to do this platform with anybody else but the man who sits next to me. And I appreciate him. I have no problem saying that I love him even right now. And those are thoughts from the throne. So, sir, you have anything to say before we decide to go?
Yes, I do. So I will continue with my rant on everything Boston. So let's start off with Crispus Atticus. Addis, whatever, how the you say his name. It's even saying his name is fucked up.
Atticus.
Yes, Crispus Atticus.
Atticus.
Yes,
Oh my
him,
gosh.
definitely him. Let's see who else is
Crispus
on here.
Atticus.
Yes,
He's
Crispus
actually
Atticus.
saying, wow.
Yeah, listen. Every no one gets spared. No one. And I can't say the individual, like I can't say Jordan Knight on Jonathan Knight because I already said New Kids on the Block.
Right.
So I don't really want to just point them out because then and I've said Dennis Leary. Oh,
actually, you have not said Dennis Leary.
I haven't said Dennis Leary. Oh, so
Yeah.
Dennis Leary.
Because I was wondering when he was going to say that to him about
Dennis Leary. You know what name? How you doing? Matt LeBlanc. Matt LeBlanc. Yes.
He's a Bostonian. Wow, I
Matt
did not know that.
LeBlanc is a Bostonian. So how you doing, Matt LeBlanc? You too. Howie Long.
Wow.
You, Howie Long.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I have to say this name because Peter McNeely, you too.
Peter McNeely. Oh,
yes. Peter McNeely. I seen his name. I was like, oh, yeah, I got to say Peter McNeely. He deserves to be added. Listen, anybody who gets punched by Mike Tyson deserves to get added.
And that is all the time we have. We thank you for spending this time with us on another episode of Mentality. For Wize and Hefe, I'm Cole Johnson, here to say in parting as we always do. Our secret technique is that we always speak with mentality. See you next week.
Peace.
That's 100.